magic touch. It makes me glow so much. It casts a spell. It rings a bell. The magic touch. Oh, when I feel your touch, it's like a
Morning, Kelly.
Morning, Paulette.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Dominique.
See you in history.
Yeah. See her.
Why, Kelly? I mean, like, really dumb. He was the only one nice to me when I first moved here.
That was like 10 years ago.
Check it out, boys. It's the human garbage disposal. Look at this miserable piece of shit.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Hey, answer the question, trash boy.
Yeah, answer the question, trash boy.
We warned you about coming here before school.
Hey! Leave him alone. You guys are such jerks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is just guy stuff, Dominic.
Hey, don't touch her.
What the fuck did you just say? What the fuck he said? You're going dumpster diving for that.
I think so. To the top!
Ladies and gentlemen, Trash Boy has won himself an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Stop it!
Oh, and a free soda to wash it all down.
What's going on here? Get the hell out of here! Off the property! Hey, it's okay. They're gone now.
I'm sorry, Kelly. I didn't mean to make it worse. I don't know why they always pick on you.
We can't be late to school, Dom.
Do you want to ride?
My dad would kill me if we get slime on the seats.
It's okay. Thanks for asking.
Hang in there.
so sorry.
Are you blind,
No,
bitch?
Tucker, I really...
What?
I'm so sorry.
Fuck out of here.
Kelly, help me with the groceries, honey. How's school?
Dominique's nice to me.
Oh, I miss her. You two used to hang out all the time.
How's middle school, Mom?
Should ask her out. And I need that receipt.
All right, I need you to take those. I need you to start to rip it apart for me, okay? Then put them in the bowl. All right? Now, Mommy will cut all these up. Hey, how was school?
Fine.
I would love to have some help with dinner tonight.
You know that I can't.
Oh, I know. You're busy with track and homework and study group or theater. And I'm proud of you. Anyone special?
No, it's Neilson. Again.
I thought you were just crazy about him a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, he bullied one of my friends today. I could never like a guy like that.
Well, honey, maybe he was just showing off.
Do you think Neilson felt your friend was his competition?
I doubt it. Do you remember Kelly?
Kelly? The weird kid that used to eat paper and pencils and stuff?
Really? Mom, you too?
What? What did I say?
You know what? Forget it.
Kelly? How's your appetite, buddy?
For garbage, doctor, it's excellent. I thought you said he was going to outgrow this.
Pica is not uncommon in children, but most kids do outgrow it.
Maybe it's just the flu this time. It's going around, you know.
You're not sick because of the flu, Kelly. You're sick because of your eating disorder. You're malnourished. Have you at least been taking your iron pills?
Yeah. Take those every day.
Bernice, I don't see this as a dietary issue. I think it's psychological. I think it's time that Kelly talk to someone.
We really need another doctor.
Kelly has an obsession he cannot control. He needs help to work through his compulsive behavior.
Mom. I'll be okay.
Thank you so much for making the house call. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, Bernice. Let's have dinner. I think a man's influence would be good for Kelly.
I'll let you know.
He's got a crush on you.
No. I've got a crush on you.
I love you.
I love you.
Reverend Pfluger is my name. And healing is my game. I know I look like two boxcars bumped together and I rolled out of a hobo's ass, but I had a rough night. I'm a man. I'm just a man. But the good Lord above gave me a gift. My life mission to share that gift to his flock. With these hands, I can take away anything that ails you, whatever ails you. With my touch, you will be free from pain. Is there anyone here that could use my gift? Anyone? You. What part of your body has failed you, dear lady?
My back and my legs. They're in excruciating pain.
No, we gotta fix that. Yeah, please donate to the healing jar to empower my hands to heal you. We share everything in this life. It will give energy to my healing hands that God has bestowed upon me. And I will heal you. What part of your leg really hurts you?
It's my left knee.
Oh, Lord, Lord. In this moment, just give me the healing power to heal this woman's leg, to take the pain away. Heal this woman that she might throw this walker away to the side of the road. Wait, did you hear that crack? Did you hear it? Now tell me how you feel.
It's a miracle.
Yes.
It's a miracle.
Just throw that walker to the side. Throw it to the side of the road.
I have no more pain.
Praise Jesus.
Hallelujah. Thank you. Come closer. This is not a trick. This is not done by me. This is done by the Lord above.
I have no pain.
Yeah.
Oh, thank Jesus.
He's too sick. Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna go grab my car and then you can follow me.
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Very impressive. How is it that you can heal?
God.
I can help you.
Excuse me?
I can help you.
Who the fuck are you?
Red Elk.
Red ass?
Red Elk.
Red elk.
And I can help you let go of the medicine.
The medicine? My power to heal? Why would I ever do that, Chief?
You cannot be harmed. Whoever tries will feel the pain. It protects itself, so it protects its host. That is the medicine's gift.
I'm Reverend Pfluger, the healer.
Healing is a special gift to repair a weakness. The medicine is purity, but if you abuse it, you will eventually destroy yourself.
Who gives a fuck what I do with my power?
It doesn't belong to you. That grave is over 100 years old. I protect it. My father protected it. My grandfather protected it. You must give the medicine back.
Give it back? I used to be a nobody. And now I'm Jesus fucking Christ, and I'm gonna live forever, Red Man.
Red Elk.
Whatever.
And you will not live forever. Please. Trust me. Trust me, my brother.
I am not your fucking brother. And I will never give the power back to you. Ever. We're done here. I have to go give my medicine to this really pretty young woman. Adios, Chief Red Fucker. You know what I mean? Fuck you.
Hi. Yes. So, just come in. He's getting worse and worse.
I really hate to see a child suffer. But as I mentioned before, I think we should take care of the money first. Because a lot of people, you know, they have a change of heart after I've done my work. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course. I have
Really?
it. I have it right there. The fuck is my money?
Oh, what happened? Oh, that's okay. I'll come back another time.
No, no, please, no, I need you now. Wait, here it is. I'm sorry.
Ah, thank you. You hold that. You hold that. Why don't we take a look at this boy of yours, shall we?
Okay. Kelly, there's someone here to see you. This is Reverend Pfluger.
May I ask you something? Will your husband be joining us?
No, Kelly's father died before he was born, so.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make you better. We're gonna take care of
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Before we get started, can I use your facilities, please? Please.
Of course.
Thank you.
Just down the hallway to the left.
Thank you. Thank you.
You feeling better?
Yeah. Fit as a fiddle. Yeah, it's one of the good things about being a healer. You don't have any illnesses, no injuries. Good. Ooh. What's his name?
Kelly.
Kelly. We have a lot in common, you and me, Kelly. Pain and a hope for light. Yeah. I only have half a lung in my body.
Why are you smoking?
None of your fucking business. Oh, if once we start this, there's no stopping. This is very powerful medicine. We can't be interrupted.
What are you doing?
Oh, shit. I feel everything. And it fucking hurts. Go fuck yourself, kid.
Mom, I'm hungry.
What the hell happened? I don't know, but I got dibs on the foods.
Oh, it's been a long night. We're almost done. How you feeling, Kelly?
I feel fine.
You reported a cigarette burn?
Yeah. Burnt a hole right on his chest, right here.
Well, looks like you're okay. Either way, we're sorry that Pfluger was conning you into the whole healing thing. Okay. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call.
Thank you, Sheriff Adler. Appreciate that. Thank you.
He's got a crush on you. That's so cool.
I'm so tired. I barely slept at all last night.
I slept great.
Hug me before work.
Something awesome happened to me after Pfluger healed me. Look,
Why are you flipping me off?
I cut it, and then boom, it healed, and it didn't even hurt.
What are you talking about?
It healed, just like the cigarette burn in my chest. Can I have some of that?
Well, that's a good sign.
What?
You drank the soda instead of eating the can.
Invincible. I'm invincible.
You must be contagious. Now I feel great.
Kelly? Bike problems?
Just an old chain.
Yeah, I think you outgrew that bike like 10 years ago. Oh my God, Kelly, last time I saw you, you were just skin and bones. Did you take some sort of miracle pill while you were homesick? You do look different.
Dom, I'll wait for you in the car.
I heard about that guy dying at your place. That must have been scary.
That was super weird. But he did. Something good came of it. It's like I'm a new Kelly.
Well, I like this new Kelly. Bye.
Bye.
You think you have a chance with her, trash boy?
She deserves anybody but your brother.
What'd you say, freak?
You can't hurt me.
Oh, I bet I can, trash boy.
No? I didn't feel it. Amazing. Are you done hurting me? I'm not sure you can take much more. Strike three, you're out.
Get away from me, you fucking monster!
Feel free to beat me up anytime. Mom, I got a job at the pizza place today.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of you.
I was thinking maybe I could finally get a cell phone or a new bike or maybe even a car.
Who knocks like that?
Stay by the truck, please. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry to barge in on you so late, Miss Mason. I'm Gus Whitcomb. I'm the football coach at Stinson High.
Oh, call me Bernice, please.
Okay, Bernice. Yeah, so the reason I'm here, my son, Reed, he was attacked before school today.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, it's a strange situation. Reed says that Kelly was there.
Kelly? Hey, honey, do you know anything about this?
Reed was trying to beat me up and, well, he hurt himself instead.
He hurt himself. See, that just doesn't make any sense.
Reed always picks on me.
No, I know that, but I mean...
Wait. You know your son bullies my son? Have you tried to stop him?
Why? Boys will be boys.
What the fuck does that mean?
Bernice, please, I just...
No, that's Miss Mason to you, actually. Coach Whitcomb.
Okay, back to that. Is Mason. I just want to know what your son knows. That's it. Kelly, how did Reed get hurt?
I didn't beat him up if that's what he's telling you.
No, I know that. I know there's no chance he beating up my boy. God, no. He didn't do that to himself, did he?
Look, you may not believe your son, but I believe mine.
Well, something's going on here.
Right. Kelly's told you everything he knows. Good night.
What?
You didn't hurt that boy, right?
That's the other Fluger thing I was going to tell you about. But it's easier to show you, so slap me. But not too hard, because I don't want you to get hurt.
Slap you.
Just do it. Oh, only a little slap.
Okay, I've never hit you in my life. I'm not going to start now.
Oh, Jesus, Mom. Then pinch me.
Ow!
Invincible. Amazing, isn't it? Nobody will ever hurt us again. I won't let them.
Honey, these are all great ideas to dream about, but we might be getting carried away. A punch or a few pinches is one thing, but that doesn't mean you can stop a bullet or withstand fire. No, don't. Oh my God.
Well, I could stand a cigarette lighter.
We've got to keep this between us. You can't draw any more attention to yourself. Promise me.
I promise.
Wow. You don't have any other superpowers, do you?
Hey, do you have my hair tie?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah. See you in class?
Who did that? I will fuck you up. Did you do that? Hey.
Dominance. Okay, so we've read about it, hopefully. There's lots of stories about it. So it was mostly passed down through fire dances and chants. But I couldn't find any evidence, any real evidence of Native American tribes eating the heart of their enemies. Maybe it didn't happen, but maybe, just maybe it did.
Hey, Dom. You drop your hair tie. I hate the tag.
Do you want the rest of it?
fact, just recently, a Syrian rebel ate the heart of his enemy. And for what? Come. Let's open up books.
I think a swim is about the only way to cool off the body today. We've been down to the river so many times. Maybe there's a more private way to cool down.
Private?
Oh, that feels good. What is she doing here? You are such a bad boy.
Can I join?
I don't mind at all. Kelly?
Hey! What is going on here? This is important stuff. Get back to work.
My lady. Me and the lads are headed to the river bend to partake in some imbibing. Should you feel so inclined, please join us.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell he said, but I'll be there.
Yes.
Oh, Dom, why are you so excited?
You know what? Stop it.
Hey, leave her alone. Whoa. Back up, everyone. It's Trash Boy here to save the day.
Kelly, it's okay. I handled it.
No, you can't just crap her anytime you want.
What are you gonna do about it, pussy?
Yeah, you scared, Trash Boy?
It's payback time, you little shit.
Hey! Break it up. Cut the crap, will you?
Yeah, this is supposed to be fun.
Yes, milady.
Oh, whoa. Nobody makes fun of me. Okay, do that again and I'll fucking kill you. I swear to God.
What'd I just say? Save it for the game.
Yeah, and just go.
Hey. Always later. Really? Still? Stop talking. Go. Unbelievable.
Come on, Tuck. Ride with us.
You know, Kelly, things were hard enough for you when you were avoiding trouble. Now it's like you're looking for it.
No, you're just mad about Reed.
Mad? No. More like bewildered. But I'll figure out what's going on. And when I do, your ass is mine.
That's not fair, Coach.
Life's not fair. Get used to it.
Dominique, there's a party at the river bend. Come on. Dominique, I heard you.
You mess with Sarah, man.
Does my middle finger smell like Sarah's skunk?
Chill, man. Let's go, boys. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you must not know how to do this shit. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Bro, do
Dude, it's Trash Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Scare him? Make him piss his pants.
Nah. Make him shit his pants.
Let's do it! This night keeps getting better and better. Fuck him up.
Get right up on his ass.
Do it.
Oh, man. You all right, man? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, shit. Brad.
What?
Brad.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Shit.
Fuck. Dude. Brad. Shit, bro.
Hey, we're gonna get you some help, man.
Get the fuck door!
Get me out of here. Come on, get out.
Just your face, bro. Call 911. Call 911. My phone's in the car. Tucker. 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 Bro. Fuck. Oh, shit, bro. Kelly.
I thought Brad ran him over.
Fucking brother was right.
Why couldn't you all just leave me alone? Look what you've done!
That's Brad's car. Oh my God! Oh, where's Tony?
They took him down the road after they hit me.
Are you hurt? What happened?
I was riding my bike home and they came after me in Brad's car.
They ran you over with the car?
That's why I brought them out as soon as they came to the house, because they were in shock, talking all this nonsense.
Where's Kelly?
Bernice,
You all right?
Kelly seems to be okay. He's over here.
Oh my God. Oh my God, are you okay?
No one talks any of that horseshit nonsense, you got it? Okay.
I haven't talked to Kelly yet, so please don't go anywhere till I release him.
Kelly, what happened?
Brad and those guys ran me over with the car. All the ones transferred Brad and killed him.
We're supposed to keep that between us. I won't tell anybody, I promise.
Tell them what happened.
Kelly was riding his bike in the middle of the road, and then Brad swerved to avoid hitting him and lost control and wrecked. An airbag blew up in his face and killed him.
So Kelly purposely pulled himself in front of the car.
Almost like he was daring us to.
Tucker, what did you see?
Dumbass was riding his bike in the middle of the road.
There's no way you can tell the truth.
Your mom's right.
Okay, so I got thrown off my bike and into the bushes. It's a miracle I didn't get hurt.
I got dibs on the car. Destroy yourself.
The whole town knows about your accident. Let's hope that the cops stick with the airbag malfunction theory.
Yo, bros, we gotta do something about that.
Not me, I have no death wish, bro.
Hey, you're either with us or against us. So make up your mind, dildo.
Grow some balls, man. Yeah, like Brad? Come on, man.
Is that your lunch?
Yeah. I love our kids.
Those things taste like styrofoam.
You want one?
Well, they are on my diet plan, so... Oh, pass the peanut butter.
Have a plan. Tonight, Trash family begins their journey out of Trailer Town.
I don't like all the attention. I just want things to go back to normal.
Normal. You? They're gonna forget about this soon. Just stick with me, okay?
Dude, there's so many other girls at this school. Just let Kelly have Dominique.
Bro, this isn't about Dominique. It's a tribute to Brad, asshole.
Hey, you know the new Halloween is out?
Oh, yeah. I was really wanting to see that one.
Yeah. Are you doing anything this week?
I don't think so. No, I think,
Yeah, you know, school stuff.
Okay, well, I better get to class, so...
Okay.
Talk later?
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Really? That's it?
Oh, want to go to the movies Friday and check out that new Halloween movie?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'll see you Friday.
Friday. Okay. Bye.
All right, bye. See you tomorrow. Oh, God, that's really hot. So sorry. Just go. Don't forget the trash.
Are you Kelly Mason?
Yeah.
Are you the kid who got hit by the car?
Yeah.
Strange. You don't look like you got hurt at all.
I was very lucky. A bush broke my fall.
You knew Fluger.
The Reverend came to my trailer and helped me when I was sick, and then he died. That's all.
Hey, Mom. I asked Dominique to go out with me, and guess what she said? She said yes. Just like that, and boom,
We're gonna go see a movie.
Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you. You just needed some confidence, that's all. You know, Fluker was a godsend, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a big bear hug right now, but I don't feel so good. Oh.
Hey, can I get you anything?
You know what? We ran out of aspirin and I've got a splitting headache.
I'll go get you some.
Would you?
Yeah, can I take the car?
Yeah, sure.
Why are we waiting? Let's just do this thing already.
What if we get caught? Hey, chill.
All right. She'll be leaving for work soon.
And we're sure Kelly's not home.
Would you put your vagina away?
He's working, dildo. Would you ever listen? Hey. Mama Trash is on the move.
Oh, showtime!
Let's do it.
In the car, dude.
Shut up. They got neighbors. Go hook this up. Come on, come on. I can't. I can't.
What the fuck you doing, man? Fuck off. You trying to screw us over? Huh? I will beat your fucking ass.
I don't want to be like you, so get the hell off me.
Be a bitch then.
We're good. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Chains, boys.
This shit's stuck.
Let's go. Here, come on. Move your ass. Throw it in. Let's go. Come on.
Fuck you, Kelly! Farewell, Brad.
Get him, boys. Mission accomplished.
How is he, Doc?
We were wrong about how much damage the fire did to him. Most of the charred skin we found in his body was actually Bernice's. Kelly's ready for release.
Kelly doesn't have any next of kin. Can you keep him here for another night? I'll make arrangements.
Sure. His mom was a wonderful woman.
Yeah, she was a beautiful spirit. thank you for donating to her funeral.
Oh, at least I could do.
Hey, Kelly, one more night. I'll come pick you up tomorrow. We'll go pay respects to your mom. I'll leave these here.
Yate, Sheriff Adler. Do you remember me? I am Red Elk.
Yeah. Man, it's been years since I've been back to the rest.
Kelly has something that is ours, given to him by that scoundrel Fluger. I have come to get it back.
Wait, what? What is that?
You are Navajo. You're Dene. I believe you sense the medicine in him.
Look, this kid has been through a lot now. I don't think he needs to hear about our folklore passed down from our great-great-grandfathers, okay?
When you believe, you find me. You know where I am. I need your help to set things right. Aho.
Bernice's greatest pride was her son Kelly, and we commend her loving spirit to eternal life. And now, may you all go in God's love. Amen.
Amen.
Really sorry about your mom. She was a very special person to me. Second mom when I moved here. Nobody's gonna think you're weak if you cry.
I have to be strong. That's why my mom is finally proud of me.
She was always proud of you. Please don't move.
I don't have a choice.
It's not fair making you leave the town that you grew up in.
The only thing I'm gonna miss is you.
Sorry.
Are you kidding? Goodbye.
Dom, where are you?
Look, Kelly, I know you don't want to hear this right now, but I promise you I'm going to find you the best foster family. So you don't have to be in social services that long. Your mom would be so proud of you right now. Everybody's talking about you being a hero for what you did.
Heroes usually save people.
Heroes have the courage to do what others can't. Proud of you. If there's anything you need, I'll be there, all right? I'll wait for you.
Kelly, did you have any work done on your trailer recently? Like, did you move it or anything that would affect the supports?
No.
Landscaping? Any trucks nearby that would affect it?
No, not that I know of. Why?
Before the gas ignited, your trailer fell off supports. Almost like the supports were pulled out from underneath. You know how something like that could happen?
So I suppose an accident.
Guys, maybe we tell the cops that it was a prank. That we thought the trailer was empty.
Dude, really? So we can spend the rest of our lives getting ass-fucked in jail?
Dude, have you had too many concussions?
Guys, I told you not to mess with him. He's a freak.
Shut the fuck up. Why do I have to sit next to this guy?
We're not going to the cops because we had nothing to do with Mama Trash getting toasted.
Stop calling her that.
Mama Trash, Mama Trash.
Guys, chill, okay? It doesn't even matter. Trash Boy's on his way out of town already, okay? So case closed.
Learn from your big bro, right? I know how to handle shit.
Yeah. If you're sure. And I mean, like, positively.
Fuck yes, we're sure. All right, now let's go give Trash Boy a proper goodbye. Oh, pucker up, bitches. Here we go.
So someone did this?
No, I'm not saying that. Look, something.
Yo, hey, let's hit the river.
River boys, come on! River!
This motherfucker. Calm down, Kelly.
Bad temper will only get you into trouble. Believe me. Don't pay attention to those idiots, all right? Kelly! Kelly! Oh my God. Kelly! Dispatch. I need Nate to be up.
Nice.
Taking it off. It's hot.
Yeah, I know we want to do that. You
see, right?
probably do.
You're just jealous because your body looks like a 12-year-old.
How you feeling?
I'm all right. Watch out. There's some hornets and stuff.
Hornets?
Yeah, I'm allergic with hornets.
What, you bunch of girls?
Lizard City. All right. Think I'm gonna hop in.
Oh, a little bath time?
Yeah, bath time, huh?
Yeah. Get in there.
Come on. You wanna fuck it up?
Hey, $5
Chill out.
hit him.
Come
$5.
on, man.
All right. Who's gonna pay? What are you throwing like a girl? Play football, bud? Come on. You gotta go harder than that. What is that? Hey! Popping in practice with you, huh? Oh, yo, coming in hot. Yo, that was strong. Hey, dodge this. Hey, I'm serious. Oh, hit Bucky with a headshot. Come on, someone's gotta be able to hit him. The block up, yeah, check this out. Yo, reach the bitch. Hey, this is for being a pussy. town.
Hey,
boom!
Hey, watch it. Guys, stop. We're hopping in the car when Trash Boy came.
Baby, come on. Come on. Gotta move guys. This was for just being a little... Were you running to bitch?
Man, hey, stop messing around. Tucker! Shit! Go! Go, bro, come on! Tony! Tony, help! Put him down! Fuck! You got go! Wake up! Tucker, hey, wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up! Hey, CPR. Bro, I don't know CPR, you do it! Go. Tucker, hey, hey.
One bully down. 3 to go. Who's next? Supposed to be Reed's. He's spared. Saved by the cavalry. For now.
What just happened? Trash Boy just fucked Tucker shit up. Wow. We can kill that freak. I'm telling you, all right, Kelly was standing right there.
We saw him in the car with you.
I don't know how, but it's Kelly's fault.
Trash Boy, like, drowned him and then ran up the river.
Yeah, like a fucking coward.
Reed said that you were throwing rocks. Did you hit Tucker?
We didn't do this to Tucker.
Did you?
He was our friend. Why would we do that?
You boys are lying about something.
Just remember that was your friend in that body bag.
Having a hard time with this. I've known Kelly forever and I just can't believe that he could hurt anyone.
Well, Tony said he was there and saw the whole thing. Have you spoken to Kelly?
Hey, I gotta go.
Come on,
I'm sorry, honey. Dinner's ready.
I'm skipping dinner.
You must keep this window closed. It is not safe, especially with Kelly out there. Are you sure you're not hungry?
Mom, I can't eat.
Okay. Good night.
Not funny.
Sorry.
What happened at the river with Tucker?
Come with me. I want to tell you everything.
go through with this. Revenge is wrong.
Murdering my mom is wrong.
Kelly, you can't do this.
But I have to.
Then just get them to confess. That would make your mom proud.
Class, today we are going to be doing a very exciting chemical experiment. We are going to learn how when chemicals are left alone, they are stable. But when they are combined, they are reactive. Very reactive.
Hey, yo, let's blow some shit up, yo!
Mr. Miller, enough of your hijinks today, okay?
Yo, 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 I'm Tony Miller, a mad funny rapper and a fucking mom killer. I play a fool to get everyone's laughter, cause way deep down I'm just a white boy cracker.
I warned you, trash boy. Don't mess with me or I'll fucking kill you. And give me my hat back, you fucking... Tony, shut up. Hey, man, hey, give me my hat back.
Tony, sit down, and Kelly, get out of here.
Trying to get you to play his game.
Oh, look who's the pussy now, Nelson.
Stop. Admit what you did.
Okay, I am going to call the authorities.
Tell them. Tell them what you did.
Stop this and confess.
Milady, should you partake in some of my hilarity? Should you be so inclined? Would you let me stick you with my teeny weeny? Just the fuck! No, Tony. I got a funny feeling you're about to hurt yourself. Stop!
Stop it!
Tony, don't mess with him.
No?
Tony, don't.
Come on, Tony.
Fuck you!
Kelly, why are you doing this? This was not the plan. Sarah.
Oh, Nelson doesn't even care about his own best friend. You know, he could have stopped this, but all Nelson cares about is Nelson!
This is my fault, man. You did this.
No. Tony made his choice, but you could have saved him. And now, it's your turn.
Nelson, please just confess.
Come on, what's it gonna be, Nelson? What's it gonna be?
Kelly, stop. Don't move. Oh my God. Call 911.
Why are you being so pushy to see me? It's not safe for me to be out here with Kelly stalking me.
I want to get Kelly back for what he did to Tony.
So do I. How? Why did anything we do to him backfires? I don't know how to beat him.
I might remember when I told you what I saw at the funeral.
Trash boy ate a vine and puked, so?
Yeah, but it's way more than that.
Part of the cemetery?
It's right up here.
Shit.
Oh!
What?
Kelly's vomit.
Sick.
Jesus. It's right here.
What, this week?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's get it.
Is that gonna get on my seat?
Really? Care about your damn seats? Come on, let's go.
Neilson! Neilson! There you are. Get this science experiment shit out of here. It stinks.
Yeah, I'll get to it, Dad.
Thank you. Oh, and you're going to the field tomorrow, so don't make plans.
School's closed.
No, not for you, it ain't. Tell your brother, too, will you? I can't seem to motivate that kid. Hey, Rick! There you are. You're going tomorrow. I didn't raise no pussies.
I have a concussion, Dad. I'll probably get a CTE.
CTE? Really? You don't even know what the hell that shit is. You're going. Guys, break's over. Let's go. Win sprints. Hustle. Come on.
Gus, I can't protect him out here.
Relax. God.
Listen to me. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I do. He's a mealy-mouthed little punk-ass kid who, for some reason, scares the shit out of you. You worry too much. Come on, boys. That's it. That's it. There it is. Good hand. Good hand. All right, bring it back. Bring it back. Neilson, you're going to go long and lead. Remember, you got a safety deep. So go for the ball. Trust your safety. Come on, hustle back. Hustle back. You know we're going to stay here and do it until we get it right. That's all you need. All right, let's try it again. You ready? Do it right this time. Same play. Come on. Boys, I'll be here all day. You want to be here all day? I know. It's hotter than hell. So move your ass and let's get it done and get home. All right, get the ball. Get the ball. Line it up. Line it up. Same play. Same play. Let's go. Let's go. On to it. Good. Hook. Hook. Stop. Hold it. Hold it. Go, give me the ball. Remember.
You need to talk to your boys.
About what?
Don't worry about it.
Boys, bring it in. Come here. What's going on?
Neilson, I found the chains in the back of your dad's pickup truck.
Those are my chains. Put them in there last night. Why?
Is there anything you want to tell me?
No, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
What about you, Reed?
I had nothing to do with nothing.
Well, there you go. Glad we cleared that up. Thanks for coming by.
Check it out, guys. It's the walking garbage disposal. So fucking gross. It'll be worth it. Now, who's ready?
Look, Kelly, I had nothing to do with your mother's death. I swear.
Reed, where the hell are you going? Reed, get back here!
I like Reed. Never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, I'm ready, trash boy.
Kelly, Don't listen to him. I can help you.
I won't ask again.
What are you waiting for, bud? Arrest his ass.
Drop that drill, Kelly!
Not until he confesses. Remember what you did, Neilson, you stubborn bastard!
What is this?
Boys will be boys.
Fuck this! Come on! Shoot him, goddammit!
I can handle this! Kelly! I know Neilson was involved. I found the chain he used on your trailer. But you have to stop this. This is not you. I know Pfluger gave you those powers.
What do you know about that?
What I know is they're not yours. They haven't been used for 100 years. That medicine is very dangerous.
This is fucking bullshit, man! Look what he's doing to my son!
Kelly, stop!
Oh, you okay?
Take that, you son of a dead bitch!
What the hell is he?
Shoot him now, he's weak!
Back up, bud. I don't want to hurt you. Get away.
Don't do
Get the fuck away. This ends now.
Neilson killed my mom. You and Tony burned her alive in our home.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with all of you?
Goodbye, freak.
Don't shoot!
Oh, man, that is just...
Kelly, look what you've done!
What I've done? This was their doing.
They're dead because of you!
No, I didn't kill anyone. Gus chose to pull that trigger.
Is this what your mom would have wanted? Would she be proud of you? You know, I really liked the old Kelly, not this new Kelly!
I want you to like me. It's all I've ever wanted.
I don't like you, Kelly. Not anymore.
Kelly, Red Elk and I, we can help you bring back the old Kelly.
I don't want to be the old Kelly. Weak and powerless, the one everyone shits
You
on.
have me and have the power.
No, that's not fair. How do you expect me to give this up? I can control it, I promise.
You can't.
No one can.
Kelly, if you ever cared for me, give these powers back to Red Elk.
Cared for you? I love you.
Drop the gun. Drop the gun. That won't solve anything. Just come with me.
Kelly, listen to me. Red Elk is gonna make you my Kelly again, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna make you stronger than ever together, I promise.
You owe me a movie.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know why I have the culprit back up.
Well, I got my backup right here for you.
Now, let's go. What's going on? I don't know.
Is it working?
Kelly, let it go! Let it go! Don't stop! Soon it will be free! Let it go! Keep going!
What's happening to him? You said it'd be okay! Stop it! Stop it! You're killing him! Listen to me, Kelly. Kelly, when I scream, you run as fast as you can, okay? Stop it!
He's had it too long!
He said we could save him.
It's a part of him. He must die. Then I will have the power.
I will not kill this boy.
We must bury him with Fluke.
I can save him.
Run! Kelly, run!
No, Dominique, no. Stay with me. Please stay.
I'm sorry it made you come here.
It's okay. I would do anything for you.
Then don't give them the power.
I won't. I love you. I always will.
I love
No one will ever have this power again. Why did you do this to me? Why? This evil dies with me. With me and Fluger!
You have it. You have it. No.
Ross, this town is crazy, man.
Yeah, Carter, I know, bro. Hey, can you turn this off?
Got it.
All right.
You go back there?
No.
Your life is empty and you hate the
I got dibs on the sequel.